Hi, I'm Matthew Quilliam and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, then welcome. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Now this video is all about a really cool type of chord that you can use to end a piece. It's called a 6/9 chord, not to be confused with 69. When we have a chord extension, we take a normal 3-note triad like a C chord and we put a number on the end, and it's normally an odd number. So for example C7. What we're doing is we're taking that 3-note chord, the C, and we're adding the 7th note of the C scale on top. In the case of a regular C7, it's the flat 7th scale. A major 7 has the natural 7th degree. Now, there are various reasons why you might want to use both, or indeed other extensions, such as 9th chords and 11s and 13s as well. Now there's a particular combination of extensions that works really nicely as an alternative to a C major 7, and that is the 6/9 chord, where we're adding the 6th and the 9th to our regular triad. When we have a C major 7 chord, we have C, E, G and then B, which is the 7th degree. Now in a lot of jazz music we like to end on a chord that's a little bit unstable, a stable chord being a regular C, but then the B adds some tension because it's only a semitone or a fret away from the root note. So you have this note wanting to go up to this note, but it doesn't, so it creates a bit of tension. Now that's a perfectly acceptable way to end a piece of jazz music. You can end a tune absolutely lovely, nothing wrong with that. But some musicians interpret the interval between the B and the C, that minor second, that semitone interval, to be too clashy. You know, it really does give a sense of direction and focus towards the regular C chord. And so, while the chord is unstable, it is directional, and some people prefer to end on a chord that's unstable and non-directional, and that's where the 6/9 chord comes in. So let's talk about the 6 first of all. Now, the 6th degree of the scale in C would be A. C, D, E, F, G, A. And so we're going to add an A to our C chord to make it a C6. Now, if you know anything about the ukulele, you'll know that the open chord is a C6, or can be referred to as a C6. So we've already got our 6 here, but we also have to add a 9th as well. Now this does give us 5 notes. We've got the C, the E, the G, I'm using a low G, and the A. We've got to have the 9th as well, which is actually a D, because we go through the whole scale and then we go one above as well. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D. Yeah? So we've got to have 5 notes, C, E, G, A and D in there as well. So we have to make sacrifices because we can only play 4 notes on our 4-stringed instrument. Now there are many voicings that you can do, which means you have a flexibility and a choice of which note you want to sacrifice and omit, and it's purely up to your own interpretation as to which one you want to omit. My favourite voicing is this one, where we are omitting the G note. Generally, we should keep the root note in there, and on my low G, it's the bottom note, the bass note. On your high G, it'll just be this C, just played on the G string. Then I've also got the E, which I'm playing on the C string, because there are actually 2 types of 6/9. There's the major and the minor, and you need that E to distinguish whether it's major or minor. I've then got the 6, which is the A, and the 9, which is the D. The G doesn't really add anything in my opinion, so that's the one I like to omit. I'll show you the shape close up. So on my uke, I am going to put my first finger on the 4th fret of the C string, which is the E, take my middle and put it on the 5th of the G string, my 3rd finger, my ring finger, and put it on the 5th fret of the E, and then put my little finger on the 5th fret of the A string. And that's our major 6/9 chord. I personally like it on a low G, which is why I'm playing one today, because you get the C and the bass, but it sounds equally fine on a high G as well. As I said, there's a minor version of this chord as well. So what you do is you take the shape, you identify the E and move it back one, so you get the minor. I think it sounds really cool, spooky and unstable, and yet settled somehow. You're happy to end here without having the pull of the B going up to the C when you end on the alternative, which is the major 7 chord. There's another common voicing for C6-9 as well, which is this one. You bar this fret, and then you add 2 little fingers on the E and A strings. And the notes you have here are, well, there's an A in the bass, which is our 6. We then have our 9, which is the D on the C string, and of course that will be in the bass if you're on a high G. And then you've got the G, which is what we previously omitted, and then our C, which is our important root note. So this time you don't really have a major or minor 6-9 chord because there's no E or E flat. You just have the bare bones of a 6-9 chord. And again, this gives you a different character. It's nor major nor minor, so it kind of works in any context. Finally, if you want to play the 6-9 chord of any other key, so all the other 11 keys, then simply take the shapes you've got and move it up or down. They're all movable shapes because they cover all 4 strings. If you're going to play this shape, then the note that's on the A string will be the note that the chord is named after. So if we move this up by 2 frets, then the note on the A string is a D. So that's a D 6-9 chord. If we play this shape, it's the note that's on the G string that gives you the name of the chord. So if we moved it all the way up here, that is an A flat. So that's an A flat major 6-9. And of course, whether you have this finger a fret lower or higher, if it's minor, then you'll have it a fret lower. I hope that's helped, and I hope that's given you a really cool way to end your songs. It's a bit of an awkward shape, a bit of a tricky shape, so you should definitely practice it in isolation before putting it at the end of songs. That said though, when you're playing this nice, really cool, smooth little chord at the end, it's really sort of impressive. Feel free to play it slowly and really show it off, despite the fact that you might have been playing a faster tempo in the rest of the song. And also support me on my Patreon. On both tiers, the top tier and the low tier, you can get exclusive videos like this and others, as well as some sheet music, and you can support me financially. The top tier also gets some extra videos, and you get to see some content a little early as well that goes on the main YouTube channel. So please definitely go and support me on there. All of your contributions will really help me in these times with no gigs. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know how you get on with this new chord, the 6-9 chord, 69, and I'll see you next time. Bye.